Hello everyone, it's Gil Renee, The Beaver's Big Journey, and this is a video for our 21-day raw fruits and vegetable journey. Today is day 13, and I'm so excited, and I wanted to show you guys how to make a really quick, easy soup. Because I know I kind of mentioned before that, you know, Gil's more of a salad person, I'm more of a soup person. So this is a really quick, simple soup that you guys can make. You guys can go to your local grocery store and purchase any type of vegetable broth. So that's what we're going to use as our base. We're going to use vegetable broth. I mentioned that my vitamin D was low, so what we're going to put in this soup is going to be filled with things that are great for your body. Mushrooms, onions, garlic, and basically spinach. So it's going to be a really simple soup, but it's going to be really easy, and it's good for people who are not really big salad people. So you're going to get the same benefits without eating something that's cold. So I already have the skillet already heating up, and I already have my wonderful, I'm at home now, so this is my wonderful garlic oil. Put this in the skillet, and that's going to be the base of it. And I already have the mushrooms already cut up. And what I normally do, like with the garlic, is I leave the garlic in here for about a week, and then after a week, then I'll just use it and cook with it. So I'm going to go ahead and use that oil, the actual garlic that was sitting in there for a week, and it smells delicious. Hope you guys are all having a great Sunday. Service was amazing. We had a great time. We learned a lot. I kind of posted something today that talks about you look like who you imitate. And so that's what service was about today. Tonight's topic is going to be a great topic. I hope that you guys will all join us tonight, because tonight's topic is you really don't know what you don't know. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be very, very filled with information. Hope you guys all like the video with Gil. You guys comment and ask Gil to do more videos, and he will, because I told him he did a great job, and everyone really enjoyed seeing him cut up a watermelon. So my whole family actually is involved in this. Even our daughter, she can cook as well, because I think it's amazing that we have a whole generation of young women who don't know how to cook. And so our daughter can cook, so we're going to have her to do some videos as well. But I just wanted to show you guys how to make this wonderful, quick soup. I'm also making for my family, we're going to have a gluten-free spinach, mushroom pizza. So I'm going to use these same vegetables to make two different things. So you don't, even when you're cooking for different people in your family, you can do two things at once. So basically I cut up this onions and mushrooms is going to be for my family, for our pizza, and this is for my soup. A part of it, I talked about it, the preparation and cutting things up and being prepared. That's a great way to, you know, to not have to go and buy something to eat. You prepare in advance. You don't have to worry about that. So I'm showing you guys my pot. I have basically I have it on, of course I have it on high. I'm going to cut it down some. So I'm going to let these kind of saute a little bit. I already have a bell pepper. Hold on one second. One of the things you guys have to remember is that when it comes to buying a lot of fruits and vegetables, I always wash everything off first. But if you cut the bell pepper in half and you leave this in there, it really helps it to stay longer. It'll stay fresher longer. So when you cut up bell peppers and things like that, don't cut it all apart, because that will make it get ripe. It'll actually perish faster. So if you leave it in its natural state, like with those seeds in there, just like with an avocado, when you make guacamole, you leave the seed in there, it keeps it from actually changing. So you're going to do the same thing with your bell peppers. So I'm going to put this in here. And you remember we bought these bell peppers week before last. So really, if you buy things in bulk from Costco, they really do last quite a while, which is a good thing. And so this is I have onions, garlic, mushrooms, and onions, garlic, mushrooms, and the grapeseed oil. So I'm stirring this around. I'm going to let this kind of get a little bit caramelized. I also have a piece of garlic in here, and I'm going to put that in there. I have another piece of garlic. I'm going to show you guys a great gadget. You know, you don't realize how important your gadgets are until you don't have it. This is actually by something that Gil has. He's a gadget person in our family. But you actually take this and you roll this garlic in here, and it gets rid of the skin. So it's really great, and it makes it a little bit easier. Then that way you don't smell like garlic. And you roll it, roll it, roll it. And then it makes the, well, this one was in the refrigerator, so it might not work well on that one. But sometimes I leave, like for this soup, I'm just going to leave this whole. So I have this already turning brown and caramelized at the bottom of the skillet. And then I'm going to take my chicken broth. It doesn't matter what brand you use. As long as it's chicken, you want it to be chicken. I like chicken soft, but this was only, we only could find chicken broth. So then you're going to take this and you're going to throw that in there. I'm going to use the whole container of chicken, of the vegetable broth. And if you notice how quiet it got? That's because this, now the bottom of the skillet where all that wonderful caramelized butter, grapeseed oil and onions and mushrooms is going to be in my soup. So I have that. And then I'm going to take a handful of split peas. I love split peas and I think they're great. And I'm going to use a handful of split peas and a handful of lentils. And then with this soup, we're going to have spinach and mushrooms, bell peppers, onions, lentils, and split peas. So then you're going to have a very good filling soup. So that's what I like to do for my soup. And so basically I'll come back and show you the end results when it's over. But I just wanted you to see how simple and easy it is to make foods that are healthy, nutritious, and delicious. So stay tuned and I'll show you guys part 2 of this video later on once it's done. And I'll also show you what the pizza's gonna look like. Because sometimes I buy the store-bought gluten-free pizza crust and then we add all of our top ingredients. So stay tuned and hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday. Be back with you guys. Okay, I wanted to show you guys something. Basically, I have, of course, put my seasonings in it. I put the wonderful Montreal steak seasoning. I won't put any cayenne pepper in it. But what I did was I added the beans. I wanted you guys to see what time it was so you can see how long this is going to take. Because that's normally the biggest issue with us cooking is that people say they don't have time. And so I'm going to show you that if you look at the clock right now, the time is 4:54. And I'm going to come back and show you how long it's going to take for these, for this to actually get to the place where you can actually put your vegetables in. What I don't do is I don't put my spinach and all the other vegetables in until last. And the reason why is because I want them to be, I don't want them to be overcooked. And so basically what we're going to do is we're going to let the beans, the mushrooms, the onions, and the garlic get to the point that it's really well cooked and soft. But then like the spinach, and what I did was I showed you guys earlier last week that I bought that big bag of spinach. And we basically have, this is for that whole big bag we purchased. This is kind of what we have left. And at the bottom of this, I have some arugula. When you buy things for salads, you don't have to throw it away. You can actually put things like spinach and arugula in a soup. You can saute it and put it with eggs if you eat eggs. You can put it over a pizza crust like we're going to do tonight, a gluten-free crust. You can put it, you can actually make some, like I'm also making some, I showed you guys this rice before. This is a black rice, brown rice, purple rice. If you're going to eat rice, you want to eat it in its natural state. You want it to be dark. We talked about all things being whole grains. So I take 1 cup of this rice and 2 cups of water, and I put it in the rice cooker and I'm letting it cook. So I try to get a lot of things prepared on Sunday, so then that way you have some things for the week that you don't have to worry about cooking every day. So I try to do this, like I try to get a lot of things prepared like on Sundays, and then I'll do it again on Wednesday. And so then that way you have 2 days a week where you can kind of prep. You can say those as your prep days, so you don't have to worry about the obstacles of doing it every day. So if you have 2 days a week that are your prep days, it makes it a lot easier and it's a lot more sustainable that way. So like I'll make my soups and my rices and things on Sunday, and then by Wednesday I have to replace this and replenish it again. So although I'll cook like I'll make a salad every day or a stir fry, the big things are already done, so you don't have to worry about it. So I just want to kind of give you some time savers and some tips. Like I showed you guys how to do the tea. To the hibiscus tea instead of making, or you can make it every single time if you like, if you have that kind of time. But I try to make it as convenient as sustainable as possible. So I want to see, you see I have it going to a boil. So this is what I do to the beans and the mushrooms, onions, and the split peas. I'm just going to let them come to a really high boil. And then once they actually get to the point that they're soft, I don't normally I'll put half of the vegetables in for the flavor, and then every day, like Super 7 salad is amazing. You can take this same soup and put the Super 7 salad in it. So I do eat the same amount of vegetables that Gil does, but I eat mine a little bit warm instead of eating them just cold. So that's another alternative. Some people don't like cold food. Everybody is different. So you don't have to just eat salads, or you don't just have to eat soups. You can eat a variety of things. So I wanted to let you guys see this. So the time I'm letting it start is at 4:47. We're going to see what time it's finished. And then that way we'll know how much time it's going to take to make this great soup. So stay tuned. Or you could just use the broth and the vegetables and put the vegetables. I like to add the beans to it because I know we're busy and it just makes it easier to have it already done on Sunday. So stay tuned. Hello everyone. Okay, I'm going to show you the clock. It is now 5:22. So we started this at 4:47 and now it is 5:22. Well, 5:20, and our soup is done. Now I will still let it cook up. I'm just gonna. It's still on. I did not use it as a pressure cooker. I just used it as a regular just pot, and I want you guys to see this beautiful steeping bowl of delicious soup. So in this soup, you have basically vegetable broth, mushrooms, onions, garlic. And I put some spinach and some arugula. So just wanted to show you this delicious bowl of soup. And this could be your lunch or it could even be your breakfast. Who says you have to have, if you want something hot in the morning for breakfast, you could have this bowl of soup. We already talked about grains, so you can have oatmeal or you can have brown rice. Or you could have a whole grain bread, or you could have a whole grain cracker. For people who have celiac and gluten issues, you could use a gluten-free option. And because gluten-free options are not normally whole grain, that's why I don't eat them a lot. I eat them more as a treat, as a dessert, not as a part of my food. But just want to show you what this soup looks like. And so basically we started at 4:47 and this is the end result. So for those of you who say you don't have time, you have to think about, we talked about it yesterday, adding up the cost. And so here is a great bowl of soup. It's going to be, I'm going to eat it. This is going to be supposed to be my lunch, but I was busy and I didn't have lunch, so this is going to be my lunch. But this is a great way to get a healthy, get all the things you need: fiber, magnesium, protein, vitamin C, vitamin D, because we have mushrooms in here, and iron. Beans are one of the reasons why I'm eating a lot more beans, is because beans are filled with iron. And so I'm raising my iron, I'm lowering my cholesterol by doing this, and I'm also raising my vitamin D as well as my iron. So just want to show you a healthy way to make some soup. See you guys tonight at 7. Hope this video finds you guys all having a great day. Remember, in order to get permanent results, you have to make permanent changes. So join us on this journey towards living a life with fewer regrets, and tell all your family and friends. Night. Peace out.